Hi friends, welcome to my garden. My name is Dee. Today we're going to do a quick garden walk, but before we head over to the garden, I want to show you the seeds that we started last week. It's been almost a week now, and as you can see, my butternut squash are ready to be planted, and these are my cucumbers. They're going to be planted as well. I'm going to wait for another week though before I plant those. And here I have some cabbage, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts, collards, maybe one or two kale. I see lettuce here. Green onions are popping up, but they're not quite ready yet. I need to put some water in here, but that's something maybe I might do before I go in the house. All right, I am all, hopefully I don't get eaten or beaten up by mosquitoes. I have some, what is it, repelling on me, mosquito repelling, and I made a small cup of coffee for the evening, so we can go ahead over to the garden and do a quick update. So this week we did receive, I think 2 days, in 2 days, I think it was 2 days, I'm not sure, but we did receive some rain, and I feel like everything is like dying back very quickly. And this morning I was out here for about an hour. I did pull some tomato plants out. They were just dying, they weren't doing good. So, and I'm glad I'm starting more seeds for fall. Hopefully they will be ready to plant in before. Why those are on the ground? I just saw something, so I'm talking to myself. I want you to look at this apple tree. Their leaves are already on the ground, and I think they're just too early. Uh-oh, there's some bird activity up there. It's okay, baby. There. All right, so this year my garden, there are certain things that did really good. There are certain things that did not do well good either. So I usually go this way to my left and go over to the right. I'm gonna go this way this time. All right, let's start with this one right over here. So this was one of my favorite bed, but it's not anymore. I took everything out of this bed except some of the flowers, and one of the tomato plant is also out, and this one right here, I tried to put it back together, but it was very hard. I had to cut some branches down because it was just so heavy that it will flip over. But oh, mosquitoes are already on me. But I don't know, I'm gonna try to keep it there. If I have any lettuce ready, it's gonna go in this bed. I was gonna take this plants out. Let me see if there's any seeds on there. Oh, there's some dirt on my nails. I was gonna pull this plant out, but right there, do you see this right there? Because of those bees, they're loving it, and I'm kind of having a hard time pulling them. So it's gonna be here as long as bees are on it. Let's see. This bed needs to be cleaned out, and I'm not sure, everything is, when it started to die, it just doesn't look good. It needs watering too as well on top of it. So I see a little cucumber right there. I wonder if it's bitter though. So this needs to come out and clear this bed also as well. Maybe tomorrow, another day, I will do that. Over here, I need to come back and clean this asparagus. I see a few seeds on there. There's just too many seeds, plants altogether. All right, so you see this muscadine grapes are, oh, there's maybe one ready. I don't know. That would be really nice. Oh, I need to come out here and take care of this. All right, I need to also apply some fertilizer over here, and water here too. Yesterday and today, it was kind of weird. We had a lot of lightning and thunder, but no rain. It was kind of like I was waiting for it to happen, and it never happened. So, and that's another reason I didn't water my garden. So this is what I did today. I chopped a whole bunch of branches off of here and dumped it one over here and another pile right over there. And wait, let me see. I didn't even, these are supposed to be block beans. So let me see what happened to it. Is there any block beans on there? Yup, there's some block beans on there. I actually need to come out here and grab those. And now there's some pepper plants and jalapeno peppers here. They're ready for watering too. And then so my new tomato plants are really doing really good. And this right here is doing awesome too. This is like basil, and the bees love this. This is kind of crazy right over here how things are. Look at this. And my cantaloupe right there, let me see. Let's see, look at this. Ooh, this is a huge one. This is pretty huge. Is it ready? Oh, this is ready. I'm gonna grab this. There's another one right over there. Let me see if that's ready. Yeah, this is ready too. Looks like almost ready. Oh. Wait a minute. It's kind of soft. I need to take that out. Okay, so here there's more tomatoes. This garden, I don't know what's going on. This is also, there's more mess over there that needs to be cleaned up. I did pick all those stuff that I had over there. I put them in a bag and put them in the trash. I brought the roses over here. I think this will be better over here than over there where it was at, over on the other side, because it needs to be watered regularly, and since my water is over there, it's gonna be a lot better over here with the other plants. And these are all needs to be also cleaned up too. That is the plant that a bird was eating it. It was literally like fell over, and it looks like it was dying. What I did was I picked it up and put it back in the dirt and watered it really good. And no joke, after like 3-4 days later, it started to come back to life. It came back to life. That is kind of amazing. All right, so now today was not windy, and why my seeds trays are on the floor. I don't know why. Why is this here too? This isn't here. This is kind of weird. It wasn't like that either. I wonder something. I wonder if I know there was a squirrel here early in the morning, but I know I did not leave it like this. It was this way. I know it was this way, and this was all next to each other like this. So what happened? All right. Before I continue the other side, since I'm here, I want to share something with you. So a couple days ago, I thought about, like, you know, what I should do in this area, what I'm gonna do. And I was like thinking, and I said, you know what? I really do not have any space for, if I have like watermelon, cucumber, I'm sorry, if I have cantaloupe or watermelon grown in that area, I don't have any place to grow like squash or any vine vegetables or anything like that. And I said, would it be really nice to grow those on here? So I was like, if I purchased 4 raised beds here, maybe 3 by 3, not whole a lot big, and I have trellises over that has like some sort of vining flowers or something like that. And I said to myself, that would be really nice if I have it right here. Of course, I have to clean all this area right over here. I can't have this too. There's the mosquitoes, of course. I can't have this too, but I would like this right here, and I can actually open this up right here, and so that way there's mosquitoes like crazy. That way it can get like some sort of shade, all the stuff that I have in here. I said that would be really good, and I have enough space to keep the table here and some chairs. And also I was thinking, would be really nice if I had like a bird bath right here, like a fountain, something like that, where I have the water here, the electricity here, and I can put it right over here somewhere in the corner. And this is gonna go, by the way, this is gonna be gone in the fall. I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna give it to my friends at next door, that they will have it. I can put it right in the corner, and with a whole bunch of like potting flowers all over here, really nice, and hook it up to the water and the electricity. And when I'm out here, I can just enjoy that sound. I think it will be really, really nice. And this right over here, there's mosquitoes out there, of course, they're eating me. I can have nice, and all my like squash or pumpkin or any other stuff, they can just expand here without any problem. And there's no grass cutting here either. And if I need to water them, I can just water right over here. They're very close. Isn't that will be nice? Like, look at the space that I have here, actually right here. Look at all this space. This is huge. Now I originally wanted to get a let me sip my coffee. I originally want to get a greenhouse in this area, but I knew it was gonna cost me a lot of money. But now I'm thinking, like, it just popped to my head. Now I'm thinking, what if I have 4 raised beds? It's not in the middle, but more like this way, this side, so I have more space right here if I want to put like more flowers or more potting soil, more flowers, and maybe more plants in the potting. And that would be really, really nice. That would be really nice. There's plenty of space in here that I can have that done. So if I ever want to get a greenhouse, a small one, not whole lot, I can put them right over here. Then I don't have to even worry about anchoring it down. It will just, we can use those little sticks to put them, nails, I don't even know what they're called. We can just put them right here, even if I get it. This tree needs to be cut. This is my neighbor's tree. I'm gonna ask him to cut the whole branch because I can't grow anything in here, and it's really getting to a point where I'm just really annoyed by this. So I'm gonna ask him to cut the whole branch that's right over here. And it's kind of sad, but I can't really do anything. But anyways, I really would like to have a nice table and flowers over here. So what I'm gonna do is, once I am done with the growing, like starting seeds and stuff like that, I'm gonna take all this and put them on the shelf in the garage. I think that would be an excellent idea, because I was always like, I can't grow this, I can't grow that, I can't. Like last year I had squash all over on here. It really took everything in here, but I couldn't grow anything else. But now if I do it that way, I can do that. I'm like, oh, how come I didn't think about it before? Like this year my goal was to get rid of the fence that was here, and also the cover. Sometimes I just wish I didn't get rid of the cover, but anyways, it's gone, so I can't do anything about it. But I think that would be a really, really nice. And if I had like some sort of vine, there's a honeysuckle, I think bees love those, and I can have those. I don't know if I would have 2 or 4 trellises, but just the thought of it, I think it's really nice. I would like to have that. I can put a bunch of flowers in there, so when you sit here and enjoy the water sound, and then you have all this, pollinators and flowers that's here, I think that's a great idea. I think I'm gonna work on that. Let me just sleep on it, just let me keep thinking about it. But I am really leaning toward that side, so that's really nice. Of course, it's in the evening. Mosquitoes are like crazy. Like I spray everywhere except my hands, so they're attacking my hands. So there's nothing much going on this side. I still have few corn that I can harvest very soon, and then this will be out too. And this right here, you know, same thing, nothing much going on here. Oh, I put in direct seed in here. It was, they didn't come out. I think this, I had 2 loofah seeds here. I think there was 4 total, but they didn't germinate. And then one of the squash did germinate, but there's nothing really going on here either. These are needs to be cleaned out. That plant needs to come out. But my Mexican sunflowers are doing really good. And then here as well, there's nothing much going on either. Those 2 tomato plants, I'm gonna take it out because it's dying. I have some tomatoes on there, like they're right there. They're not even that attractive. This is what my garden looks like when the heat is just taking off. And I didn't really show you my green beans. My green beans this year, I hated it. I don't know why. Sometimes my garden does really good, sometimes it doesn't. Look at all this. There's like no decent green beans. I don't know why. It dried very fast, and only thing I can think of is because of the heat. It was just too hot for the green beans. It's okay. I mean, this is just, you know, gardening. Sometimes you do something good, sometimes you fail, sometimes something does really good, and other times it doesn't. It's just part of gardening. I'm happy either way, and if I don't get much stuff, and mosquitoes are just everywhere. So every year my garden is different basically. So I'm not upset about it if I don't get any green beans, but I'm going to start another seeds for fall. I remember a while back I started green beans in the fall, and it did really good. It really had so much green beans on there. It was unbelievable. So I'm gonna try again, see how that goes. But it's gonna be in the like August, probably in August. I'm gonna start again. But this is my garden in what is this today? Toward the end of July, almost we're coming to July. So my garden is in that declining stage right now, but I think this is for everybody, not just for me. But I wanted to come out here and give you guys a quick update of my garden. As you can see, there's a lot of dead, you know, plants, and there's some cleanup, and there's some ideas. They're all together. So hopefully I'll have more stuff to plant. Hopefully my germination does really good, and everything grows on time, so I can plant those in its place. And all right guys, I will see you guys on the next garden update. But until then, I hope you guys have a good week.